once again. We're about to start our next session, but before we get started, I wanted to let you know, again, I'm Andy Turner, and we are coming to you live from Florida Machinery down here in Miami Beach. A little rainy today, but still, it's never a bad day here in Florida. We just wanted to let you know again that we are streaming live. We are going live on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Holz-Her.com. So take a look at any of those platforms. Also at Holz-Her.com is the schedule of events. You'll notice that we have the next session that we have coming up is the CNC router with the offload capability. We did it earlier today in Spanish. We're about to do it now in English. And then we have one more session we're going to show. You just recently saw the PUR session. We're about to show that one again, but Manny's going to do it for us in Spanish. So stay with us. We got 2 presentations left. Like the feed, share the feed. Let's get the word out. And now I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Manny.
Thank you, Andy. Appreciate that. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining in. Welcome to Florida Machinery. Today, we're going to be talking about the Dynestic 7505 push. This has become one of our top sellers. I personally believe this machine to be one of the best industry in the market. Nice thick frame, very fast running machine, very sturdy machine. Rack and pinion on both sides. So we can get this machine very stable, very fast, but still very stable. Let me show you one of the key features we have on this machine is we have a pull down covered tool holder. So as you know, guys that are running CNCs, inside your collets, inside your tool holders, you build dust from the cutting. This helps you prevent that from happening. If you look at our tool holders, they will not ever have dust in them. And that's because they're on a carriage, drops them down and covers them. So they're completely covered at all times. These are one of the key things that we find very useful in this machine, 7505, or any other classic machines. This is a standard option on any of our CNCs. Hector, if you can demonstrate us real quick. Let's put away the tool holder for customers can see. So you have a covered tool holder, no longer is exposed, there's no dust in it. Pops up, does a nice tool change, smooth tool change, changes the tool, then starts the cutting process. On our standard machines, we have for datoing, we have vertical and horizontal boring. So we have a full drill head. We have 6 on Y. We have 4 on X, and they're all individual. So if you want to put a 35 millimeter hinge bit, 20 millimeter cam, you want to put your 5 millimeters for your shelf pins, and your closet cams screw, and you can also run any other size you would like to here individually on this drill head. Big, nice, sturdy machine. Once again, is built with a nice protection for your operator. Has laser infrared controlled. If you walk in, the machine will stop. So as you see here, he did it very close to the moving gantry. But as the moment you walk this line, you move this line, it will stop. That's a good preventive measure. For in small shops, medium-sized shops, nobody gets hit. These are fast-moving machines today. They're not like back in the day where they're very slow. Now with the rack and pinion technology, dual drivers, we can make them very fast. They're very stable. Now we're taking that approach, making them a lot faster. So you got to have a lot of cautious because these machines are running at a fast rate. So Hector, if we can load something up on the machine, maybe throw in some 3/4 inch plywood. As you see there, Hector's going to pop up the pins. We're going to have our positioning on the back of the machine. not in the front of the machine. We want to be able to pull it to the back. That's your 0, and that pin will be also your 0. That's how you reference your board. Another feature this machine carries with stock machines are 3 vacuum pumps. So you have 2 vacuum pumps under the machine. You have 1 vacuum pump, an extra vacuum pump on the external part of the machine, whether you want to put it in the back of the machine or under the push table. As you can see there, our pieces are held very tight. On these pumps, we have eco mode. That means not all 3 pumps turn on at the same time. If you're just drilling, there's no need for 3 pumps. We're going to have 1 pump running. At the moment there's loss on the vacuum, the second pump would operate and the third pump would operate on your cuts. So right now we are drilling. This one sheet will be making a 24 by 30 cabinet with shelf. All this will be done in cams. Whether you assemble with cams, different dowel systems. We can also make it work with construction dowels or just square cutting. On this cut, we will have a toe kick into the panel. And we have an estimated run time about 6 minutes. Our program will tell you the running time, an accurate running time. So if you need to nest, pop it in the system. See your running time. If you see your operator's taking 30 minutes to cut a 10-minute sheet, you know there's a problem. Now the operation is doing the 5mm holes for the screws for the cams. After this, you will see a tool change to a 1/4 grooving bit up spiral, which we'll be using for our backings. And after that, you will have a 3/8 compression bit cutting for flawless up and down shift-free cuts on melamine or plywood material. Very fast moving speeds. So there you see the 20mm cams. Now the process is dadoing. This is for the cabinet backing. Now another tool change. We finished the backing. Now we're going to do our cutouts. 3/8 compression bit. Cabinet side number 2 has been cut. Now we have the floor. Now this is imported plywood. This is not domestic grade. We did this. We want to show you the quality of the cuts, even with imported plywood. Now it's doing our 4-inch runners for the back, for the backing. So cutting has finished. Now we're going to push the panels, the cut panels off the board, off the spool board, and into our conveyor system, as well as clean the table at the same time. So if you look at this table now, we have a flawlessly clean table. There's no need for you to come back and clean it with a vacuum. So now your operator will, in this time, load a new board, get it start cutting, and in that time, while it's cutting for about 5 minutes to 6 minutes, your operator can be unloading parts here at the CNC conveyor part. So if we were to take this piece off, you will notice our conveyor system will push the pieces forward. Once we activate the light barrier. So the pieces will come forward at the table. As you unload the pieces, conveyor will continue to pass pieces to the operator. So these holes are for our cams, and this will be our now we have cams. Now we'll line up with our cams on the inside, obviously. Also, let's talk about some of the key features that the 7505 Once again, you have 6 drill heads. You have 4 on Y, on X, I apologize. And you have 4 horizontal boring, so you can bore for all sides. You have the dado also included. And if Hector gets back, we'll show you a quick demonstration of how our campus system works. Very little waste on what we cut. We had almost very little percentage of waste, maybe a 3% waste on a board. Except for little squares that we had there, everything else was cut. So Hector, let's talk a little bit about campus and some of the features that campus has.
Okay. Campus comes with different programs on it. You got the one that let you handle the machine, and it's divided just like pretty much like Windows and your basic tabs. You got your tool changer that let you do anything with your tool, for your router. You got your aggregate. This is the area for your bits, for drilling holes. The table, so you can have a representation of the table, moving it to the conveyor, where you need it to be parking, vacuum, which you want to activate it. And you have your maintenance area. Your maintenance area will let you know what kind of maintenance you have to do, when you have to perform it. Even if you have no idea and this is your first CNC, you can actually click in this area and automatic, it will bring the page that you need to use with the pictures and everything. And it will tell you how to take the bolt, what lubrication you needed, how much lubrication you have to do. Also, you have the area for hops, which is the part that will let you do your designing and you don't have a third-party software. And this one is really easy, really simple. Pick your tool that you want to use. That goes at a 3/8. Pick what you want to do, and you can see the pictures over here. And you want to do a basic rectangle for a door, a circular cut, an elliptical. And you want to do shaker door pockets, square, elliptical, round. You want to do lettering, you just pick what you want to do. For example, let's go do a door. Really simple, it asks you what you need to do. Your L1 will be how long it is. Let's go say it's 20 inches. The computer let you do inches as long as you put IN, or it will let you do millimeters, or a combination of both. Also, the program will let you do basic math, like you want to do 20 millimeter plus 40 millimeters, the machine will know that's 60. So you can do all that conversion, and you don't have to do it all the math in your head. You can let the computer do it. So we got a 20 and L1 will be this size. The width, L2. L3 will be the depth that we want to cut. We want to go to the table. Also, it will let you, if you look at the picture, it will let you go in the outside for a true 20 by 15, and the inside or in the center. We're going for the outside with a linear in, and you can pick where you want to put it. Oops. There we go. And we have it right here in the middle. If you have a bigger panel, like I said, a standard 96 by 48, that will be your normal panel that you will have, your basic plywood, and that will be your door right there. And the program will show you where your knife is going to be, which direction will go. It's in the outside. This is the 0 for this table, and you can start cutting.
Hector, talk to us a little bit about, let's back up again. I'd like to talk a little bit about our maintenance scheduling program. So in the old days, you had no maintenance scheduling program, and just about people would run, not oil their machines, basically run them to failure. So explain a little bit how as an owner, this program helps your operator, forces your operator to do maintenance. Explain a little bit about that.
Well, 5 minutes of maintenance will help you to, they have like 2 hours of downtime, which it translates to money. So pretty much what is going to happen is the machine already has different areas, the vacuum, the filter, the lubrication, already got set up and how many working hours of the machine. And what it's going to do, it's going to start giving you a counter, not even in hours, but even in colors. For example, I have one here. This is the backup. As you can see, at the time start progressing, it start going for the green, to the yellow, to the orange, to the red. Already in this part right here, you will have that little key start flashing. That's a good, that's an indication to let you know that maintenance has to be done. Also, not only you can track how your maintenance is done in different areas of the machine, your drill block, your spindle, your tracks, so you can have all your maintenance done in a timely manner that doesn't affect your time for your business. So if you know that something is coming on, you can take half an hour on a Friday, take care of that, and then it's better than having 3 or 4 hours later on down in the machine waiting for parts just because you didn't do a basic maintenance. Also, not only you can track it, but in the case that you have a maintenance that you know is due, for example, this one right here, that the operator not just can come here and clear it. It will not let you do that. The owner will have to come up here, put his password. Here we go. Caps. Put your password, and now the owner can reset it. When you reset it, I will not do this one, I will do another one. When you reset it, you will see that it's going back to blank. So you can see that you keep track of your maintenance, you know when the maintenance is going to do, and don't leave it for somebody else. And you can track what's going on.
So as an owner, the investor of the machine, the cost is paid by you. You want to make sure that your machines are maintained. You want to make sure they're lubricated on time. That way they run consistently for years to come. This is a quick way to make sure that your operator does proper maintenance. And if you ever see it go to the red, you might want to tell him something. This is not right. Good option to have on this machine.
Like another option that you have is your timing. When you do a program, when you buy the machine, the reason you buy your machine is to get time, get better production, time-wise. So right now you know that you can do, like I say, 5 kitchens every week. Now when you buy a machine like this, you can see how long it's going to take that program. So you can manage your time in a better fashion. Now you can know that instead of 5, I can do 8. It's an improvement, but you know if you do 9 or 10, you're going to start cutting in your time and you're going to be a little bit more crunch. So now with this kind of system, it will let you manage your time and how much work you can take in a better way. That way you can provide a better customer service and stand out.
What most people do is they'll get an optimizing program and they'll nest their optimizing program. That optimizing program will give them a cut list, a cut sheet with labels. Now they know they got to cut 4 sheets of 3/4 material or whatever color material. And once they go to the system, now they know their time that it takes to cut this material. So if you know you're cutting sheets every 6 minutes, you know you should be pumping out some good amount of work per day. A typical average time for a CNC, to be realistic, not to be out there like typical salesman says, is 60 sheets. Without a push system, we're getting about 45 sheets a day. That is complete cut sheets, like you saw there. Doweling, cams, some sort of assembly fixture, holes. So about 45 sheets. The moment you put a offload table, we're getting about 15 sheets. We're getting about 60 sheets. And the next step up would be an automatic lifter where it loads automatically and pushes off the table. And that helps at about another 5 to 10 sheets. So we have 3 different options from starting off to the big high production machines. And it's all just adding on one more lift, one more conveyor, one more unit to the edge, to the CNC. And it's going to let our production run faster.
And then not only the production, you're doing that 60 sheet, 40 sheet, is that every single sheet will be consistent. Now you don't have to worry about the human factor of going like, I move it a little bit, now I'm a millimeter off. With the machine, 0 is 0, it will be consistent all the time. So you know that the first piece that you put on, and number 60 at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about somebody being tired, somebody not focusing. It will be on the money. The first one is going to be the same one than the next week. So that way you can have a nice consistency in your product.
A couple things that also we can offer you is making signs. We do letters here, your signs. Any other thing that we would like to do on the CNCs, Hector?
The machine not only is for doing your cabinet, it's not only for doing your doors. You can make signs. You can take actually an image from the internet, like we did earlier, and you can take the image, transfer the file to a DFX, and you can have the logo of your company to have it in your office. I mean, something that people like is a little talking. Now you can do a little talking. Even your cabinet, you can have that logo really small in the inside with the proper knife, and that gives you custom, that gives you exclusivity, and everybody knows how to find you. You can do not only square thing, you can do art, you can do circles, you can do, the imagination is the limit. It will be with this machine. You can do all sorts of stuff. It's just breaking out of the box, up to you.
So back to the CNC. This is a 5x10 table. We have a 7x10 option. We have also a 7x15 option with push and with scissor lifts. These are the 3 options we have. So I want to thank you for your time today. I hope this helps you make the right decision on purchasing your next CNC. And here at Florida Machinery, we're here to help. If you ever need us, you can give us a call, 305-747-7931. We're willing to answer any questions or call any of your local dealers. All the dealers we have on board are very good, knowledgeable. They can help you also. Thank you and have